Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your February love reading. If this is your first time here, my name is Laura and I'm from babycurltarot.com. I am a tarot and oracle reader as well as a root worker, and I do monthly, mid-monthly, and occasional pick cards here on YouTube. So keep in mind this reading is just a general check-in on what's happening in your love life. It's not specific to February. The message can resonate whenever you see it. And this is also meant for all of my Sagittarius placements: Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Venus, Mars, whatever placement screams love to you, you are welcome here. All right, so with all that in mind, let's go ahead and jump into the reading. I'm going to start off with the Work Your Light Oracle. Spirit, what messages do you have for my Sagittariuses at this point in time in terms of their love life? What messages do you have for my Sagittariuses right now? All right, we have Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. Okay. I'm getting the feeling you guys are either making room for a new relationship that's about ready to come in, or you guys are in the middle of a relationship that's really thriving right now. We also, at the bottom of the deck, have Dance with Life. Do something to change your energy. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. All right, so Dance with Life. I mean, this just feels like a really happy, positive energy for you guys. I'm really excited to get into this a little bit further and see what exactly is going on here. Let's dive into the tarot. I'm using the Divine Feminine Tarot. If you saw the general February readings earlier in the month, you should be familiar with this deck already. Spirit, what messages do you have for my Sagittariuses at this point in time in terms of their love life? What messages do you have for my Sagittariuses? It's really windy and cold outside where I am, so my allergies are kicking up. All right, we have Judgment, Eight of Cups reversed, Justice reversed, King of Pentacles reversed, and the Empress card reversed. What's going on here? This is the complete opposite energy of what I was expecting, but very interesting nonetheless. All right, take a look at where Scorpio, Libra, and Taurus fall in your astrological birth chart, your natal chart, if you happen to have it handy. Look at the houses that these signs fall into. Look at what planets fall into these signs. I can kind of give you an idea of what this is all talking about. Okay, so I'm getting this picture of someone needing to find more balance in their life, maybe a balance between their love life and other things, particularly with the Empress and Justice card reversed here. I think Spirit is telling you to do something to take care of yourself, change your energy, dance, do something different, change up the routine a little bit. Don't feel like you have to be locked into the same things day after day. That can kind of run us down after long periods of time. So don't forget to do things for yourself. Don't forget to do something special for yourself. There may have been an awakening or some sort of realization, an aha moment, a lesson here that needed to be learned as well with the Judgment card. Something you are realizing. This may have to do with maybe a previous relationship. The King of Pentacles in reverse could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be. There could be some realizations coming out of that relationship that's really showing you that you need to not only take care of everyone else or everything else, but also yourself. Find that balance. Definitely do things that make you feel good too. You have to take those breaks and those pauses to really check in with yourself. And I think you guys are going to be doing that more and more from this point forward. Now the Eight of Cups in reverse is really interesting. I don't know if something is coming back around or if you're going back to a situation. Or maybe there was something that you gave up in a previous relationship that you haven't been doing because you were so tied up in it. Does that make sense? Again, I feel like it runs along the lines of self-care, or even doing something like a project that you really, really were invested in at one point, whether that's artistic or business or anything that really kind of feeds you emotionally, spiritually. You could be going back to that at this time as well, going back to what feeds you. Big Empress energy. I want to go ahead and start clarifying. This King of Pentacles is really interesting to me. I want to take a look and see what this is all about. Spirit, can we please clarify the King of Pentacles in reverse for my Sagittariuses? What is this King of Pentacles in reverse? What is this King of Pentacles energy? Knight of Wands, Knight of Cups reversed, Four of Swords, Five of Cups. Okay, so it does feel like this was a loss of some kind, a relationship change. Someone maybe left your life. For some of you, I get the feeling that this was kind of a restricting relationship for you, because the Knight of Wands is fire energy and you, Sagittarius, are a fire sign. I get the feeling that you needed a little bit more freedom to explore and enjoy certain things. Maybe, again, go back to these things that really fed you and nurtured you. I don't think that this romantic relationship was completely healthy. Again, it felt like very consuming, very time consuming. Maybe this person didn't like the fact that you were so, what's the word I'm looking for? Carefree isn't exactly the word I'm looking for, but not quite as grounded as they were. Does that make sense? Like, you're not the type of person to sit still. And they're the kind of person that maybe likes to sit at home a little bit more in their free time, and you like to be out and about doing things, exploring things, meeting people, so on and so forth. You may have gone through, you know, a time where like you weren't really sure if you wanted to stay in this relationship or not. With the Four of Swords here, it feels like you really took your time to consider and reflect on what this relationship meant to you and whether it was good for you in general. I keep coming back to this Knight of Cups in reverse. It feels like, let me get this in frame a little bit better. It just feels like, I don't know, maybe this person you were with was a little too romantic for you, or like maybe a little unrealistic about the kind of relationship you wanted or what you need. I mean, they could have been a very sweet person, but it may have felt like a little too much for you. It was a little overwhelming emotionally, possibly. On the other hand, again, I just feel like you weren't maybe as invested as they were, or you just felt very restricted here. Interesting, interesting, interesting. All right, I'd like to take a look at one more card. I'm kind of curious about this Eight of Cups in reverse. Spirit, can you please clarify the Eight of Cups in reverse for my Sagittariuses? What is this Eight of Cups energy? What's it about? Three of Pentacles, the Lovers reversed, the Devil, Page of Wands reversed. Interesting. Okay. Take a look at where Gemini and Capricorn fall in your chart as well. That can kind of show you what it is that you're going back to. I keep hearing learning the difference between what is supportive and what is restrictive. When I see the Devil card here, I do associate this with kind of like a not so healthy bond, whether that's not a healthy bond with eating or in a relationship or so on and so forth. And then we have the Three of Pentacles here, which is a very supportive card. It's a teamwork card. It is that energy of feeling supported by the people around you or the resources around you, but also not feeling restricted by it at the same time, because there is kind of that thin line between support and control, needing to have control over somebody, or, you know, wanting to impose fears or restrictions because they don't want to see you get hurt. It's like when you go to somebody for advice on what to do in your love life and they're supportive of you. They say, you know what, this is what I see objectively. You know, I'm here to support you in any way possible. Obviously, I can't tell you what to do, but I'm going to support you no matter what you decide. I can give you tools and advice based off of my experiences or experiences that I've seen others go through. And then on the controlling, more devil side, it's like, you need to do this, or you need to do this because of X, Y, and Z. They want to restrict you, whether that's coming from their own experiences or because they think that by pushing you in a certain direction, it'll also make their lives easier. Does that make sense? It's like a parent pushing their child to get married by a certain age, right? Because they don't want, you know, the community or whatever to look at them as like they have a child that failed at life. I know that's very culturally significant to a lot of people, so I hope that resonates a little bit more. It's also very similar to like finding a team of people that you enjoy working with and you guys support each other and support each other's differences and creative differences to help each other grow and work in a positive way, versus having a boss that micromanages and wants you to do things in a very specific manner, even though it may not work for you that way. It's probably a better example. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, it's that finding that balance of knowing the difference between support and, again, control. Very fine line. I'm also seeing the Devil card here as just kind of indulging in those things that really made you feel good, even though maybe they're like guilty pleasures. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, like taking trips to a bar, or, you know, eating some sweet treats. Just indulging in the little things that kind of make your day a little bit happier or enjoyable. I see that as well. I also see you guys getting back to a certain community here with the Three of Pentacles, like a certain group of friends, or just a group or community in general that maybe you've missed meeting up with because of this relationship, or maybe you just didn't have enough time, or you didn't feel like you had the energy because you were putting your all into this. So I think Spirit is trying to like kind of push you back that direction, or maybe you're having thoughts about going back in that direction now that you have more energy and time to yourself. The Lover's card in reverse is a little interesting as well. I keep getting that like finding what works for you and recognizing what doesn't, and being able to make that decision. You may be feeling a little bit of selfish for making this decision, but ultimately I think it just feels right to you. And I would say that you're right. You don't need to explain yourself to people. If you feel like you need more time for yourself, if you feel like you are not happy in a relationship and you want that time, or you want to be selfish with your time a little bit more right now, that's okay. That's completely up to you. You are totally within your right to make that decision, especially when we're talking about happiness and feeling fulfilled. Very, very interesting. I've been getting a lot of readings like this where it's not necessarily about a specific love situation, but it's really more about how you guys are feeling coming out of relationships. I don't know if a lot of people are going through breakups right now, but that has been coming up a lot right now in these readings. It's very interesting to see. All right, so that's what I'm seeing there. I want to pull some more cards, some more oracle cards to get some additional info. I'm going to take a look at the Numinous Astro deck to see what the stars have to say for you about this situation. Spirit, what additional information do you have for my Sagittariuses at this point in time? Okay, we have Aries. Aries, interesting. I don't know if there's any Aries placements watching this video, but don't take this personally, but I do tend to see Aries as a symbol for being a little bit more selfish. and not in a negative way. It's like knowing what you want, not being afraid to go out and after it, and not being afraid to give yourself your own time and energy. It's not a negative thing. It even says it right here, selfish. But I feel like it's selfish in a good way. Again, you guys are in a state where like you want to get out, you want to explore, you don't really want to be tied down right now, and that's okay. It's okay to be selfish in that way. You know, as long as you are not stringing someone along, making them think like, you know, you're trying to be settled down when in fact you're not. That would be a negative form of being selfish. But this is just like, you know what, this is not working for me right now. I need to do what's right for me. And I think that's completely understandable. At the bottom of the deck, we have Jupiter, the planet of expansion. Yep. You're in a space where you just want to explore. You don't want to be tied down right now. You have things that you want to do, learn about, see, try. This planet is all about enthusiasm, optimism, generosity, luck, seeking, travel, pilgrimages, expansion, exploration, potential. I mean, this is just you exploring your potential, exploring what it is that you actually want for yourself. And I don't think that is a bad thing. All right, Sagittariuses, let's go ahead and take a look at the final oracle deck, which is going to be the Wisdom of the Oracle. Spirit, what final messages do you have for my Sagittariuses at this point in time regarding their love lives? What final messages do you have for my Sagittariuses? Final messages do we have? Higher power. Okay. Some of you guys may work with a higher power that's been kind of guiding you in this direction. If you don't, that's okay too. But it feels like you guys are definitely being pulled in a specific direction for a very specific reason. We also have clean it up. Okay. Don't leave anything up to interpretation. If you're going to make a clean break with this person, go ahead and do that. Especially if you're not in a place where you feel like you want to be settled right now. Make sure that this person definitely knows where your head is at and what your intention is, because I don't feel, again, that being selfish and stringing somebody along is the right way to go about this. Okay, so clean it up. Make sure everything is in order before you get moving. Speaking of which, at the bottom of the deck, you have time to go. Yep, time to go. You have places to go, people to see. You got things you want to do, and that's okay. That is 100% okay. It's okay to be a little selfish. All right, Sagittariuses, that is what I'm seeing for you guys at this time. Go ahead and leave a like and a comment if this resonated for you, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. I also do personal readings, and if you want to schedule one with me, you can link up through my website, which is below in the description box. If you want to link up with me and vibe with me on my other socials like Instagram and TikTok, that info is below as well. I do fun things over there. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a beautiful rest of February, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.